I read the sum for you. X, Y and Z are equal partners. The total capital is 2 lakh and the proportion of capital is 5:3:2. You are given the capital proportion 5:3:2, but the profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. Notice it. The firm pays 6% annual interest on capital. Z receives 62,400 including interest. So Z got 62,400 including interest. So there are two elements. One is interest on capital and second equal share in profit. What total amount including interest would be received by X? Now see, you are given the amount received by Z. You are required to work out the amount that has been received by X. Notice it. Capital of X, Y, Z. Here the capital column, X, Y and Z column. Profit sharing ratio is equal. Look at my style of presenting the sum, very important. Profit sharing ratio is equal. Capital proportion. Total capital is how much? 2 lakhs. Capital proportion is what? 5:3:2. So 2 lakhs into 5/10, capital of X. 2 lakhs into 3/10, capital of Y. 2 lakhs into 2/10, capital of Z. Now, this is the information given to me. Profit sharing ratio, capital and capital of each partner. This is the information that I had. Only thing that I worked out the individual capital of the partners. Now, I want to find out 62,400 is the amount received by Z. I want to bifurcate that 62,400 into two elements, interest element and share in profit element. Interest at the rate of 6%. So 1 lakh into 6%. Share of X for capital interest 6,000. Interest on capital that Y receives 60,000 into 6%. Interest on capital that Z receives 40,000 into 6%. Okay. Z has received total amount how much? 62,400, in which interest element is 2,400. If you deduct it, you will get the share in profit that has been received by Z. So share in profit 60,000 received by Z. They are equal partners. So every partner should get same share in profit. So X also receives 60,000. Y also receives 60,000. Total amount with interest on capital received by X 66,000. Total amount received by X 66,000. This is how we can work out the answer to the question. Next. I read the sum for you. You also read with me. Jai, Vijay and Ajay are the partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3:5. Now, Paranjay is admitted with a condition to give 1/7 share in profit. Paranjay receives 1/21 of his share from Jai and 1/28 of his share from Vijay and the remaining share from Ajay. Determine the new profit and loss sharing ratio. Now three partners have contributed to a new partner from their share in profit. You are given the contribution made by two partners. you are required to find out the contribution made by the third partner. So, remaining share to be received by Paranjay from Ajay is to be worked out. So, he is granted 1/7 share in profit. How much is given by Jay? Jay has given 1/21 share. How much is given by Vijay? 1/28. So from 1/7, if you deduct 1/21 and 1/28, you will get the contribution made by Ajay. So if I want to have a common multiple, 7 12s are 84. 21 4s are 84. 28 3s are 84. So to make it comfortable, the addition and deduction, to make it comfortable, I have made a common multiple to the given fractions. So 12/24 minus 4/24 minus 3/84. I'm sorry, not 24, 84. So 12 minus 4 minus 3, 5/84 is the sacrifice by Ajay. Now I want to find out the new profit sharing ratio for that old share minus share sacrificed. So for Jay, 2/10 was the original share. 1/21 is the sacrifice. 22s are 4, 21 2s are 42 minus 10, 210. Now here it's very important to work out the lowest common multiple. 32/21. It has been multiplied with 2/2, so 420 is the LCM that I have taken. 64/420. For Vijay, 3/10 minus sacrifice 1/28. 28 3s are 84. 28 3s are 84 minus 10 upon 280. 74/280. Now this 280 is to be converted into 420. You are required to multiply that with, I think, 3/2. So 280 into 3/2 you will get 420. 74 into 3/2 you will get the numerator. That works out to be 111/420. Now for Ajay, share is what? 5/10. Sacrifice we have worked out 5/84. So 10 5s are 15, 84 5s are 84 5s are 420. So 420 minus 50. Now 840 is to be converted into 420. So you have to multiply with 1/2, numerator and denominator. Numerator and denominator is to be multiplied with 1/2 or divided by 2, means the same thing. 185/420. Share of Paranjay is 1/7, we know it. If you want to have 420 in denominator, 1 7 6 are 42. This is how LCM is worked out, and the new profit sharing ratio worked out to be 64:111:185:60. This is, from this it has been worked out. This sum is bit different because we are required to apply the algebraic principles of LCM. Next. Look at the next question. I read for you. Mihir and Kirtan are partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Gautam with a condition to give 1/3 share in the firm and would bring capital rupees 30,000. Determine the capital of Mihir and Kirtan, taking Gautam's capital as the base. Also determine the new profit sharing ratio of a new firm. Now see, they admitted Gautam and he is given 1/3 share in the profit. Suppose that profit is rupees 1, total profit is rupees 1. Share of Gautam is given to you 1/3. So out of rupees 3 profit, 1 will be given to Gautam. What's the amount left thereafter? That is a share of Mihir and Karan, that is 2/3. 1 minus 1/3, 2/3. This 2/3 gets distributed between Mihir and Karan in the ratio of 3:2. So to have a share of Mihir, 2/3 into 3/5, it is 3/5 share of 2/3, 6/15. Share of Karan, 2/3 into 2/5, that works out to be 4/15. New ratio Mihir, Karan and Gautam, 6/15, 4/15, 1/3. To have a denominator of 15, I multiply numerator and denominator by 5/5. So new profit sharing ratio is 6:4:5. This is the profit sharing ratio. What is the capital brought by Gautam? 30,000. So for a share of rupees 5 in profit of rupees 15, Gautam brought a capital of 30,000. How much is the proportionate capital should be there for Mihir if his share is 6 out of 15? And what is the proportionate capital of Karan if his share in profit 4 out of 15? Observe the calculation. So share of rupees 5, capital contributed 30. What capital Mihir should have to have a share of rupees 6? 36,000 is the capital required for Mihir to have 6/15 share. Same way for Karan we want to work out. For a share of rupees 5, 30,000 is the capital. How much for rupees 4? 24,000 is the capital of Karan. This is how determine the new profit sharing ratio of the firm that has been worked out, as well as capital is also worked out. Next. I read the sum for you. Read with me. The profit and loss sharing ratio of Radha and Rukshmani is 3:2. The proportion of Radha and Mihir is 5:3. Determine the profit and loss sharing ratio of a firm of Radha, Rukshmani and Meera. Now see, you are given the profit sharing ratio of Radha and Rukshmani, 3:2. You are given the profit sharing ratio of Radha and Meera, 5:3. This is the information given to you. we want to find out the common profit sharing ratio of all the three partners. Observe the explanation. See, 3 into 5, 15. Very important statement. Read it. If Radha gets 3 rupees, if Radha gets 3 times of rupees 5, 3 times of rupees 5, then Meera also gets 3 times of 3. See, 3 times of 5, 15 is received by Radha. 3 times of 5. So 3 times of 3, that Meera should get. So Meera should get 9. So 15 and 9 is the amount received by Radha and Meera, maintaining their ratio 5:3. Now see, read the another statement. Very important. If Radha gets 5 times of rupees 3, 5 times of rupees 3, 15, then Rukshmani should get 5 times of 2. So 5 times of 2, 10. So new profit sharing ratio is 15:10:9. This is how new profit sharing ratio is worked out. This is a very important understanding that students should keep in mind to find out the profit sharing ratio between all partners if you are given the profit sharing ratio between few inter se partners. Next. The accountant of a firm has calculated rupees 2,400 as commission to be paid to a manager at the rate of 10% after deduction of such commission from profit. But before giving an accounting treatment, any accounting treatment, it's found that the bad debt of rupees 1,100 is calculated in excess. So bad debts has been recorded more than necessary. So it has to be reversed. Calculate the following after rectification of error. Commission of a manager. If the partner Jignesh has 2/5 share in profit, what amount of profit he would receive? These are the two questions asked. Observe the style of solving the sum. Suppose that profit after commission is 100. Manager gets 10% thereof. So profit before commission is 110. This is the relationship agreed. Commission received by manager is how much? 2,400. So if 10 is the commission, then 110 is the profit before commission. How much for? 2,400. So I will get the profit before commission, which is required to be rectified in light of bad debts adjustment. So if commission is 10, profit before commission is 110, how much for 2,400? That works out to be 26,400 is the profit before commission. Now this profit is subject to amendment because bad debt was recorded more by 1100. Bad debt is a loss. Loss was recorded in excess. That loss has to be reversed. Reversal of loss is known as gain. So you are required to add 1100 to this 26,400. So 1100 is the addition to the profit because excess bad debt is reversed. Bad debt is the loss. Loss is reversed. So gain. Gain means profit. It is added. So now amended profit, rectified profit works out to be 26,400 plus 1100, 27,500. Now in light of this new profit, amended profit, we can work out the commission. Now, if profit before commission is 110, then commission is 10. How much for 27,500? That works out to be 2,500. This is one way of calculation. Now, if you want to work out this 2,500, straight away you can do it. Increase in profit 1100. Manager is given a commission in a proportion of 10 upon 110. So 1100 multiplied by 10 upon 110, how much will it be? 100. So he was getting a commission of 2400. Now he gets 100 excess commission because there is an increase in profit. So 2500 is a commission that manager gets in light of rectification of profit. This is a simple logic that you can work out. But I wanted to say you this simple logic after explaining in detail. Now 2,500 is the commission, that is a commission of a manager will be 2,500. Now next, if partner Jignesh has 2/5 share in profit, if partner Jignesh has 2/5 share in profit, what amount of profit he would receive? Now see, 27,500 minus 2,500. So profit after commission 2,500. Share of Jignesh is 2/5 therein. So 2,500 into 2 by 5, 10,000 is the share of Jignesh. Now you can have the same answer in a simple logic that you can apply. As I told to you, 1100 is the increase in profit. 10 upon 110 is the commission thereof. So 1100 into 10 upon 110, 100 is the commission, excess additional commission, 2400 plus 100, 2500. Now new commission is 2500, manager is getting 10% by way of commission. So 2500 divided by 10%, so 25,000 is the profit after commission, and 25,000 into 2 by 5, that is the share of Jignesh that you can work out very comfortably by applying a simple logic. So I gave you this simple logic also, and also I just gone for elaborate explanation of this sum, that also you should keep in mind. The thorough understanding, elaborate understanding can make you more comfortable for applying the short scale logic. Next. I read the sum for you. The capital proportion of Ram and Shyam is 3:2. If at the end of the year the profit of a firm is 50,000, what amount of profit will be received by Shyam? So here you are given the capital proportion. You are not given the profit sharing ratio. If the profit sharing ratio is not given, it is presumed to be equal. So profit gets distributed in equal proportion. Profit gets distributed in the equal proportion. Read the same thing I told you. Now share of partners 1/2. Share of Shyam 25,000. Next. Rahu and Ketu are the partner. Their capitals are 30,000 and 50,000 respectively. They admitted guru with a capital of 60,000. Determine the profit and loss sharing ratio of a new firm. You are given the capital of two partners. How much capital brought by a new partner? That is also given to you. You are asked to determine the profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio is the outcome of an agreement. It is not necessarily that it should be always in proportion of capital. So here you are not given the profit sharing ratio. In the absence of specific information about the profit sharing ratio, it is always taken to be equal. It is always taken to be equal. Next. The accounting year of a firm is a calendar year. One partner has withdrawn uniform amount in the beginning of each month from 1st of September. From 1st of September, the total withdrawals are 1920. What will be the amount of interest on withdrawal at the rate of 12% per annum? Now notice it, this is a very simple sum. Accounting year ends on 31st of December. Withdrawn uniform amount at the beginning of each month starting from 1st September. Accounting year ends on 31st of December. He has started withdrawing from 1st September. So his withdrawals are 1st September, 1st October, 1st November, 1st December. What is the amount withdrawn every time? The total withdrawals are 1920 divided by 4 withdrawals. Every time he has withdrawn 480 rupees. Now we want to work out the number of months for which interest on drawings need be calculated. So here, amount drawn on 1st of December, interest calculated for 1 month. Amount drawn on 1st of November, interest calculated for 2 months. So 1 month for the amount drawn on 1st of December. 2 months interest is calculated for amount drawn on 1st of November. 3 months interest is calculated for the amount drawn on 1st of October. And 4 months is the interest calculation period for amount drawn on 1st of September. Total number of months will be 10. Now interest on drawings is calculated on the amount withdrawn 480. For how many months? 10 months at the rate of 12%. So into 12% into 10 upon 12. So this is the interest on drawings, 48. Now next, I read the sum for you. R and C are the partners of a firm. They distribute profit and loss in the proportion of 3:2. They admitted P with a condition to give 20% share. Determine the new profit loss ratio. Now see. This is a profit sharing ratio to be determined. Assume that profit is 1. Share of P is 20%. 20 by 100, 1/5. So share of R and C, 1 minus 1/5, or 100% minus 20%, 80%. That is also equal to 4/5. Now this 4/5 share gets distributed between R and C in the ratio of 3:2. So 3/5 into 4/5 is the share of R, share of C, 2/5 of 4/5. That works out to 8 by 25. New profit sharing ratio of R, C and new partner P. 12 by 25 R. Share of C is 8 by 25. Share of P is 1 by 5. To have a common denominator of 25, I multiply numerator and denominator 5 by 5. So new profit sharing ratio is 12:8:5. Next. Riddhi and Siddhi are partners of a firm. Riddhi withdrew 800 rupees on the first day of each month. Siddhi withdraws 800 rupees on the last day of each month. 12% interest is charged on withdrawals. Which partner will have to pay more interest as compared to another partner, and how much? Now you know the formula for calculating interest on drawings if the amount is drawn at the beginning of each month. You also know the formula for calculating interest on drawings when the amount is withdrawn at the end of each month. But the formula can be applied if the amount withdrawn every month is same. So if the same amount is drawn at the beginning of every month, Interest on drawings for the year gets calculated by the formula drawings per month into rate of interest into 78 by 12. So for Riddhi 800, rate of interest 12%, 78 by 12. So interest on drawings for Riddhi is 624. Now I want to work out the same thing for Siddhi. Amount is drawn at the end of every month. At the end of every month. And here, what's the amount? 800 into rate of interest into 66 by 12. This is the formula. 800 into 12 upon 100. So this is the interest on drawings. The difference between the interest on drawings is 96. This is how this sum gets solved. I think you have followed all this sum. Thanks to all.